Okay, so today's video is on cardio and whether or not you need to do cardio and how it fits into your training program. Okay, so when I'm talking about cardio, what I'm referring to is either high intensity interval training or low intense steady state cardio, such as jogging or bike riding or using a rowing machine, that sort of thing. So the main thing that we need to think about is when we're looking to achieve fat loss is that we do need to be in a calorie deficit. So there's a saying, you can't outrun a bad diet. So there's no point in trying to do, say, for example, 2 hours of cardio per day, but still having a crappy diet. That won't work. So having said that though, you can still be in a calorie deficit, do weight training 3 to 5 times a week and still dramatically improve your body composition without doing any cardio at all. So many natural bodybuilders, powerlifters or Olympic lifters will be able to achieve sub 10% body fat percentage when they're peaking for a competition without ever looking at a treadmill or doing any cardio at all. So if you're trying to work out whether or not you should be doing cardio in your training program, I'll put a couple of scenarios to you. So the first one is if you're a long way behind your ideal body composition, then yes, doing a couple of HIIT sessions or a couple of low intense steady state cardio sessions during the week will help to create more of a calorie deficit, which will then go a long way to helping to improve your body composition. So the other scenario where I would definitely include cardio into your weekly training program is if you've hit a fat loss or a weight loss plateau. So again, including a couple of HIIT sessions or a couple of low intense steady state cardio sessions per week. Again, it's going to help create a calorie deficit or a further calorie deficit and hopefully break through a fat loss plateau. But again, you want to make sure your diet's on point first before you're doing this. So what I'll do with a client is I'll look to get them as lean as possible using diet and weight training only, and also walking. And then what I'll do is I'll strategically include cardio, whether it's HIIT or steady state cardio during the training program where we hit any fat loss plateaus. So I won't start off a new client with or a new training program with much cardio at all. So I'll give you the following example why. If you start a client off on a new training program, you've got them doing, say, for example, 4 weight training sessions per week and 3 cardio sessions per week, and you're on a large calorie deficit, eventually you're going to hit a weight loss or a fat loss plateau. And then the problem you're going to have there is that you're going to either need to reduce your calorie intake more or increase the amount of training that you're doing more. So what can then happen is if you keep increasing the amount of training that you're doing and keep reducing the amount of calories that you have a client on, eventually you're going to run out of room where the client can no longer do any more training and can no longer reduce the amount of calories that they run any further. And then you run the risk of burning the client out. So what I prefer to do, like I said earlier, is start them off, getting their diet right first, creating a calorie deficit, weight training and walking only, and then introducing cardio where we hit a fat loss plateau. So in summary, trying to rely on cardio too much for your fat loss results. Like I said earlier, you want to concentrate on creating a calorie deficit through your diet, including weight training, and then using NEAT or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, such as walking or incidental movement during the day, and then include cardio strategically when you need it. So what I've done is I've included a link below for our weekly HIIT subscription program. So you receive training programs into your inbox, and they're training programs that you can complete at home with or without equipment. The equipment is only ever one piece of equipment, such as a kettlebell, dumbbell, resistance band, or your own body weight. So you can do these workouts indoors, outdoors, or at the gym if you like. So you can have a look at that program just by clicking on the link below.